that in the official Discord.
It's totally not going to be PS4.
Right. And they're off. Race 2 has just begun. Good luck to both runners yet again.
Alright, so not a lot to cover that hasn't already been covered in the previous run. So this is basically just the tutorial of the game.
Yep, exactly. You're a ninja in a ninja village. You got fellow ninjas teaching you how to do the awesome cloud step, which is kind of like the core mechanic of this game. And then, you know, a lot of plot things happen and mashing through text. And, yeah.
So shout outs to the devs for being so in tune with the speedrun community. We asked them to add in text box skipping, and they did.
Yeah, it's really cool. They definitely keep in touch with the speedrunning community, and that's really great to see. Even keeping a lot of the glitches that we use.
Yeah, they patched around some glitches that were game breaking, specifically for the sake of us still being able to use those glitches. In particular, the Abyss note grab had the possibility of hard locking the game. It would actually destroy the save file, and rather than making it so we couldn't use that technique, they actually managed to fix the issue that caused the game to break.
Yeah.
Which, you know, it's taken them a lot of time and a lot of effort just to do that.
Definitely. Lots of hard devs in chat.
Yeah, well deserved.
Yeah. Alright, with that said, tutorial is over. We're going back to Autumn Hills, which is also kind of a tutorial level, but a lot longer, a lot more action.
It's probably, I mean, this might be a controversial opinion, but this is possibly one of the most technically difficult levels, because you don't have any of the upgrades.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely make an argument for that. Lots of neat little skips, like the Spike Tower skip that 2C tried to do in the first race.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see it in this race.
Yeah. The run back. Yeah, both runners got 34 time shards, so they could just grab the, oh, whoops. Grab 6 there.
Oh, no.
2C missed the last one, so had to jump up and get another one.
So we will actually see the first of those double lantern jumps at some point during Autumn Hills.
Yeah. And once again, for people just joining now and didn't see the first race, they went ahead and got the projectile upgrade where you can attack projectiles now with your sword. And also got the climbing claws so you can climb walls. Alright, so I believe 2C didn't get the spike boost last time. Let's see if he gets it this time.
He's taking it this time.
It's just not his day for boosts in Autumn Hills. I haven't pointed out the names. I like the choice of names. It's 2C just plopping a 2 at the end of Race Boy, and Kuni being really mad at the Wizros for killing his run and chances of winning. He named himself Wiz Slayer 4, I believe that is, at the end.
It looks like a 4, it's difficult to see.
Yeah, so hopefully that name gives him the much better Wizrobe luck. Alright, so is 2C gonna go for it again? Yep, respect to 2C. He's gonna go for the Spike Tower skip again. Save that little bit of time. Oh, and he gets it! Awesome.
Nice.
Respect has been earned. Fully.
So it's worth noting, you may have noticed they are running on different languages. 2C's running on English and Kuni's running on Japanese. That previously made a difference. There is still one text box that you see in English that you don't see in the Japanese version. But in this case, I think it's 3 frames it saves rather than, I think it was a bit more than that with,
right.
with the inaccuracies in mashing.
Mm-hmm. And previously, there's this dialogue, like when you talk to the shopkeeper, where it presents like the options, like leave, buy, and all that. And for some reason, the Japanese, like you couldn't really like advance that text, so you just have to wait. And since Japanese had like the smallest amount of characters, that was just that language to go. But now with the fast dialogue skipping, I think it also works on that dialogue, so it doesn't really matter anymore. And once again, both runners with enough time shards to buy their next set of upgrades. And 2C's rich, which is very unusual, because 2C is just known as the guy who just never gets enough time shards, but he has plenty this time, so he's learning. Or getting more lucky.
Yeah, so we're going to see the Shuriken in second wind upgrades. The Shurikens to maximize the damage against not only this boss, but most bosses in the game will have some use for those Shuriken. In this case, we need to hit all 3 Shuriken and every Sword Slash as quickly as possible to one-cycle this boss.
Yep, and Kuni even optimizing it a little bit further and kind of inching as close as possible to the boss without getting hit, so saving frames of movement at the end. So here we are again with both racers being, less than 5 seconds apart. Kuni with a slight lead. I think only 2 seconds this time.
So there is actually a full level here. We just don't see it in this run.
Yeah.
So the Fogkin, these little guys here, these little builders, there are 4 to rescue throughout the game. And they build a bridge which allows you to get into the full-on temple. There is a dialogue with the shopkeeper that explains that you need to go in there.
Yeah. Now we're back in catacombs. Like we said earlier, just a lot of crushers that could one-hit kill you, and a lot of ways to skip them to get earlier cycles. So I think both runners got the first one, which is a lot easier now thanks to the dialogue skipping patch. Whereas before, your mashing was actually pretty important to make sure you can make that cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. So with these crushers, we see a lot more of a penalty for mistakes in platforming, because those are, as we've seen before, an instant kill.
Yeah.
So you'll notice there's different styles of platforming in each level. So Catacombs and Howling Grotto are very tight platforming, very small spaces, a lot of technical jumps to make. Whereas levels like Autumn Hills and Bamboo Creek are very open, and they take full advantage of the skills that we managed to pick up along the way. It's interesting to see, even throughout the duration of this tournament, the difference in some of these levels.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. What's really cool about this tournament too, I think, is, since we organized this tournament pretty early on after the game was released, the strats have evolved a ton for this category. And I think when you first started the tournament, I think the world record was like, I think over a minute slower than what it is now or something. So
yeah, so the tournament started before the patch came out. So yeah, exactly. we had to mash text boxes. Yeah, so there has been a massive difference in the game itself, as well as in the strats that we've come up with.
Alright, so I think 2C had a better Wizrobe room. Slightly. The Wizrobe at the end that you kill with shurikens was right at the bottom, so catching up just a little bit, but still a little bit behind. Here's another important crusher skip. Kuni gets it, and so does 2C. Good.
hopefully we'll see some better RNG on Ruxton this time around.
Yeah, how about we get double good RNG right now? Show us that high Ruxton game. Preferably for both, not just one. Alright, there's one.
It would be nice to see 2C get the one cycle.
Aw, he went for it, clearly.
Yeah.
But they're still both gonna get really quick kills here. Yeah, we were just talking about, new strats earlier, and 2C, literally today, the day of the race, he found a way to one-cycle Ruxton so you can defeat him up on that top platform and not, below on his little, UFO thing.
Alright, Bamboo Boys.
Bamboo Boys. 2C might have the advantage here simply because he has boy in his file name. But Kuni's got the Wizrobe advantage, so that might pay off in Tower of Time. Yes, it is a surfboard now that the new DLC showed off what Ruxton can do with it. Yeah, I guess we can talk about that briefly too. There's gonna be a free DLC coming up next year sometime, probably early next year, who knows when. But yeah, it's tropical themed, has a few levels in there. It's gonna be really cool. Right, both runners getting the over tree skip here just fine.
2C taking a hit there, but there's a health drop straight afterwards, so that's fine.
Yeah. Alright, so last race, Kuni went for the N2 skip and pulled it off while 2C played it safe. Let's see what happens this time around. Oh, Kuni misses the N2 skip for the first try. Gets it the second try, though. So that actually... No, Kuni's still in the lead by pretty much about the same thing.
Yeah, he did still save time using that skip.
Yeah.
I think a third attempt would have put him behind.
Exactly.
So it's interesting to note for new runners of this game, this will be your difficulty spike.
Mm-hmm.
This is the level that really determines whether you'll stick this game out or not, and particularly this this last room before the save.
Right, yeah. Plenty of double lantern jumps, and I know when I first learned the game, I struggled with that initially, but you just gotta kind of experiment with it, and eventually you'll figure it out.
I actually had a wall kick that was easier to execute than the double lantern when I first started.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of safer backup strats that you can do, so kind of leave yourself open to interpretation in terms of like what you wanna do. It's very flexible in some spots.
So both runners picking up their upgrades here. They're going to pick up the wingsuit, and then Currents Master and Aerobatics Warrior. Yeah.
So now they can glide up these flowing winds, and thanks to the wingsuit attack, they can also attack while they're gliding. Alright, let's see how the YOLO spikes go here. Yep. Very clean on both ends. Seeing in chat here, N2's in here just he doesn't even like his own skip. It's a tough one for sure.
So you'll note the addition of these falling crystals. I believe they're stalactites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to the last run.
Yeah, trust me, I'm learning too.
Stalagmites with a G is on the ground, and stalactites with a C is on the ceiling.
Exactly. Yeah, hey, got to see some haze in chat there. We passed the first hay in the Donkey Kong room. It's like good pace on both ends.
So again, there's more risk in this level than we've seen previously. We're seeing some more bottomless pits and a lot more spikes.
Yeah.
And the single use of Current's Master.
Right, which unfortunately we only use there in this category, but plenty of awesome uses in any percent.
Yeah, and check out New Game Plus to see some pretty amazing work in Autumn Hills as well.
Oh yeah. See, what's really funny is in like the first kind of like demo of the game, they gave you the underwater dash like by default, so we had a lot of fun with that initially, and then when they removed it and made it an upgrade, we were a little sad.
So TwoC's all but caught up by this point.
Yeah. Kuni getting the second hay like right before entering the boss room, so really good stuff. Alright, so once again we see a difference in strats here. 2C going on the right side, Kuni going on the left side here.
Yeah, so Kuni's going to take a second damage boost on the way down, whereas 2C's going to go underneath the hand, which is the reason he goes to the right side.
Yep, and I think with that, I think 2C caught up a little bit there. Actually, he took the lead, barely. Kuni had a bit of trouble with the first damage boost that he does on the left side. He kind of didn't air recover in time. Ooh, and interesting. So
a nice low finish from 2C.
Yeah, very low finish from 2C, and Kuni was really high on the left side. So 2C's going to catch up even more, or not really catch up, but increase his lead rather. Let's see, 2C finishing 17-18. Yeah, so it's about 2-3 seconds ahead. Now we're back in Close Room Marsh. Like we discussed last race, very horizontal level, lots of holding right, and lots of wingsuit attacking.
Yeah, it really showcases the fun of the wingsuit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to just be able to hold right in that one long room and just let the wingsuit do the work.
Right. And something I recently learned about this place that I didn't know until I raced G-Unit and any percent know how to bounce that one event. G pointed out how like the mushroom reacted to the tune of the music.
Oh yeah, they sing along. There's a part with
Yeah.
a sort of vocal sound and they sing along, which is really cool. Actually reminds me a lot of Crypto the Necrodancer.
Yeah, exactly.
The second zone in Necrodancer is a sort of swamp, and there are mushrooms in there as well.
Oh, that's interesting. Maybe a potential shout out to that. Yeah, because of how great the music. Clear that kind of like to appreciate the music, kind of add some interesting elements that interact with it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't see it in this run, but music is actually one of the themes of this game.
Yeah, exactly, which we're not going to go into too much to kind of spoil some things, but yeah, if you play the full game, you know exactly what we mean. And 2C getting the strat again, where he hits the switch from far away. Kuni opting to just not even bother with it and just shuriken that way. Oh, it looked like I don't know, 2C might have wanted to get that potion, but he was already at full health, so he kind of tried to back out of it because he didn't need it.
This is where we really start seeing the runners make the most of very small optimizations, just differences in the the way they take each specific room.
Let's see if Kuni goes for the skip again. Yeah, he did go for the skip. Catching up a little bit. I know 2C likes going for that too in his runs, but I think just for safety, and maybe he even knows he's in the lead right now, so he doesn't get. Alright, so last race we saw these two racers perfectly in sync with the spots, which is really cool. So pretty much the same old. The 2C got the whipping phase to happen early, so did Kuni, so both boss fights pretty much according to plan.
Yeah, it's basically scripted if you've got the technique down. Just need to drop a little something in chat because it's a thing I do.
Yeah. Shouts to Quillbull, the Quill version of Corable.
Who we saw very briefly at the end of Kuni's last run.
Yeah.
And he shows up when you die and eats your time shards.
Yeah, exactly. And if you do happen to die before that cutscene, there's actually a 5-second time loss because there's a cutscene where Corable pops up and has a little conversation with Quillbull. Yeah, but we're not going to see that here. These two runners are really good. So the only places they'll die are in the late game, hopefully. Or not hopefully, we don't want to see any deaths, but if they do happen, it's usually at the end.
Another small optimization there, just using the side of that platform to jump upwards.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're seeing the rope dart used here.
Basically, lots of rope darts.
Every opportunity you get to use the rope dart, you use the rope dart.
Alright,
we'll see if he gets the skip this time.
Yeah, got his revenge on that. Keeping his lead. Kuni also getting it.
On 2C just fumbling a little bit on his platforming there.
Yeah.
Recovers well though. So it's been asked in chat, are spikes insta-kill? No, they're not. They will deal 3 damage.
So we actually make use of those spikes a lot in the run to just take damage on purpose to save time. Lots of health management considering we don't have too much.
Though they do have, I believe it's the meditation upgrade.
Yes.
No, sorry, it's
the 6th HP, right?
No, the health drops. 2C's getting health drops from enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, right behind the 6th HP upgrade in the tree, you can also get a I don't know what the name of it is, but yeah, you get a chance of health drops from
it's
enemies
serendipitous bodies.
That's it, yeah.
That would have really annoyed me. This is a best of 3 race. You can see underneath 2C's screen on the left side, there is a shocked Quillbull.
Yeah.
Those are the markers for the score.
Alright, here we have Kolos and Seuss's, the Colossus duo here. Once again, lots of rope dart, since the rope dart grants you some iframes, which is great, but also makes the bosses pretty trivial.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see that abused again with the 2C special right at the end.
Yeah. And depending on what patterns they get, the lead can shift here.
Yeah, we saw the lead shift in the last race.
That's right. And
yeah,
yeah, it looks like...
wow, that's
Kuni caught up
sync.
a little bit there, yeah. Less than a second apart, yet again.
Yeah, just a few frames apart. So the big climb, all the vertical platforming.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure if you mentioned, but this is an ice level. It has ice physics.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention that last race. Yeah, there is ice physics all over, but it feels like we never really get to see that actually like affecting the runners, because like you're pretty much in the air almost like more than half the time.
Yeah, and even running the game, you get so used to it it's easy to forget that the ice physics are a thing.
Exactly.
So you see a lot of rope dart abuse here. Anything that can be rope darted, they will use it to climb. So those iframes that are used in the boss fights, they're actually used so that you can pass through enemies that take more than one hit. So like the green turtle dudes. You use the rope dart to pass through them. We'll see that used in some of the platforming later on in this level.
I love that strat in the previous room, using the like the lanterns on the left to just get up there instead of using the trampoline.
Yeah, there's just so many small optimizations, and this is one of the best levels for it. Although I always get mocked for saying that Glacial's that Syrian Crags is my favorite level. Everyone says that this is the best.
Yeah, I guess this not having an RNG makes it so that people like this more. Also the music, potentially. Alright, so I blinked and now 2C is a little bit more ahead, so I'm not sure what happened. Oh, Kuni getting
that low race strat, which we've seen fairly recently come into play.
Oh, right, like going down and roping the enemy below.
So dropping below the platform and rope darting, it's a risky strat.
Oh yeah, very scary.
It does save a few seconds.
Like, the rope dart is just, like, so awesome. It lets you do so many things, but there's also so many times where, like, the rope dart just barely misses your target and you're just dead.
So we're seeing roughly 4 seconds between these runners now.
Yeah. Once again, pretty much for the vast majority of the race, within 5 seconds of each other either way, so... All comes down to this. 2C has the lead this time going into it, so... see what happens. Hopefully, the Wiz Slayer name from Kuni is going to give him the advantage here and give us a game 3. I think a lot of us want a game 3, so... Good luck, racers. Tower of Time, last level. Yeah, let's get some...
This is the culmination of everything that we've seen so far.
Yeah,
all of the platforming skills, they're all going to get put to the test here.
Yeah, bless RNG for these Wizards to cooperate this time.
Good room for 2C.
Ooh,
Not
that was
so great for Kuni, but not too bad.
Yeah,
he made
that
the
was
best of
pretty
it.
Close. Yeah. Oh, this time 2C getting the not beneficial out of bounds. Let's see if 2C goes for the skip here. Yep, he does. Kind of go really quick there to kind of skip a cycle.
And Kuni taking the same that same shortcut.
Yep.
And 2C doing very well to avoid that damage there.
The Wizrobes yet again in this room trolling Kuni. Despite the Wiz Slayer name, it did not pay off.
Yeah, so 4 HP is not going to be enough to take that laser skip that we saw.
Yeah, there's that too. The more important part, yeah, not having for the laser skip, whereas 2C is sitting comfy at max HP.
And getting health drops to boot.
Yeah. Oh, but luckily Kuni also got a health drop.
I did just notice that.
Wow. Okay, that's huge. Kuni definitely needed that.
Because otherwise it's a 7-second loss.
Exactly.
It is a huge time loss there.
Sorry for not talking much. I'm just like really paying attention.
Yeah, this is too intense.
It's really intense. Yeah.
There's not a lot to say at this point. Just watch the run.
Yeah, just whoever executes better and has a good final boss at this point.
Alright, so this is the time waster room. I think it's 11 seconds. This room. It's completely pointless.
Yeah.
If you want to see this room speedrun, watch a New Game Plus run.
Oh, what happens in New Game Plus? I haven't really seen that.
the windmill shuriken passes through the walls.
Okay, let's see. Skip ahead.
Yeah, so I think they only need to hit 2 of the crystals.
That's awesome. Yeah, it all comes down to this 2C, his namesake 2C special on this boss. He has to do this one more time to take the entire match. Otherwise, Kuni will bring it back. And yeah, both runners on phenomenal paces right now. It's very possible 2C might even be on PB pace. His boss fights are usually around like the 23-24 second mark, and he has a 3150. Or 3156, I think.
So he's taking damage this time, which he didn't on the last last fight.
This time Kuni's going all out too. He really wants to just get in there and just pile on the damage. Anything to make this possible. But no! 2C takes the entire tournament with yet another PB 3144. Kuni not that far behind with a 3150. Incredible. Incredible finish.
Both very respectable times.
Wow. I mean, obviously we would have really liked to have a race 3, but I think that except for that, we couldn't ask for a better finish. Just incredible work from these runners. So yeah, 2C just PB'd by 12 seconds. Just crazy. And he's 1 second behind Kuni's 3143. But you know what? It's not the end for these two, because in February there's going to be ESA Winter, and these two are going to be racing again in a nice little rematch there. So maybe Kuni will get his revenge there. Maybe 2C will, keep his victory. So we're going to see if we can get these runners in here for an interview, because I mean, we have a lot to say. That was really, really crazy.
Yeah, we didn't have much to say during the actual race, but yeah, there's a lot to say about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so we see 2C. 2C should be in here momentarily.
Oh, what?
What?
just in the chat. We're being given good luck on the race.
Oh, no, not us. We're not racing. 2C and Kuni are racing again. We're just the commentators, just kind of, we're not as good as these guys. We're just commentating. Oh, do we have official SR all times? I don't know. I'm assuming they're very similar to that.
Oh, and we're joined here by 2C.
Yeah, welcome 2C. Congratulations on taking the tournament, man.
And GG's.
Yo, thanks. Holy shit, that last run.
That 31:44 PB, 12 seconds ahead of your previous. Man, like, you must be like, like, did I just do that? Like, dang, dude.
Yeah, like, after this started kind of goes, I was like, it might be like a little bit difficult, but then somehow I saved so much time.
Did you have your splits on the side, checking out your pace meanwhile? Yeah.
Yeah, like, I got 2 goals. One of them was Glacial Peak, and already that was like below.
Oh my god. So you got like another 249, a lower one?
Like, I don't know, when I entered the Tower of Time, I was like literally shaking.
Yeah, I could imagine. It's the going up against Kuni, the current world record holder. It's kind of hard to not be nervous in that situation, especially combined with the fact that you're in a really good pace. So
it's like ridiculous, because even though I was like in such great pace, I was also scared that I'm playing against Kuni, so he might even get the world record in the run.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's just like so much pressure, I guess.
Yeah, and then for this race, like the previous one, he had really bad wisdom, so he decided to name himself Wizslayer 4 for some good luck, and it didn't pay off. The exact same room owned him, the Wizrobe room with the Crushers.
Oh, the two which I see.
Yeah, he died in the previous race in that room, still got a 32, and in this race he still got bad luck and had to wait like one Crusher cycle.
Yeah, like you can see like how great he is, right? Like he got below 32, you know, again, and then he got like a 32 with a death. Like not many people can do that. It's like, this guy is insane.
Yeah, agreed. And you know, I think both races, like besides the Tower of Time death, you both were within 5 seconds of each other the entire race, which is just nuts.
Yeah, like it's always like, I don't know, it's so great to race against Kuni. You know, all the time we do like a lot of community races, and a lot of them are really close. So it's so fun, dude, racing with Kuni. Like I can't wait for you to say. For those
we were just talking about that earlier.
Oh, you were talking about that, yeah. Like that is gonna be hype.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a really hype race here in this tournament. Who knows, 2 months away from now. I think it's in what, early February or late February?
Late.
Late February.
Probably.
So yeah, about 2 months from now, you guys are gonna have a rematch. So you're gonna try to defend your crown here as Messenger champion, or Kuni's gonna try to get his revenge on you.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. You know, Kuni's the king of no out of bounds, so I'm pretty sure he, similar to King K Rulish match, you know, he would like to get the crown back.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it might. Yeah, I'm Isabel now, and I stole his crown.
So with that victory, I mean, what are your future plans now? Like, are you gonna just keep on pushing this game to its limits, or you got some other juicy plans?
Oh yeah, of course. We're gonna push this game to the limits, dude. It's so fun to play this game.
Yeah, I know. Like we see you on the leaderboards, man. Like you're all over like every single category pretty much, and I know you really want to try to get a nice little clean sweep of them all, and you've done almost that pretty much. So
yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's like really difficult, and that's really nice to see like a challenge. Like, you know, KuningasEST, for example, as I said, is like the no out of bounds king, like 8-bit and linear. He's at a really great time. And then also we have Heather, who is pushing 100% now. So it's nice to see a lot of competition. And from what I've heard, the Strizer, for those who don't know, Strizer is going to be at GDQ coming up in like less than a month.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks from now, we're going to see Messenger on the big stage in GDQ.
Yeah. From what I've heard, he's going back to 80% out of bounds. So hopefully that category will receive competition as well.
Nice. So where are you heading to next after this category? Are you gonna join Heather in 100%, or you don't know yet? You're just gonna jump around and feel it out.
Yeah, definitely not 8-bit.
Yeah, you've done a lot of 8-bit with this tournament.
Yeah, like
understandable.
Like Kuni, I guess now I almost tied him. We pushed the category quite a lot. He did the job mostly, to be honest, and N2 earlier. But I think I'm gonna do like 80%. Yeah, 80% is like such a great category, both out of bounds and no out of bounds.
Right, there's so many things in any percent that we don't get to see in this tournament. 8-bit, so yeah, there's a lot of really cool things there, and I highly recommend people who are interested in this game to explore the full game and not just 8-bit, and see what this game has to offer. Especially now that it's free with Twitch Prime, and probably on sale in the winter sale and future sales. So yeah, do you have any final words, shout-outs?
Yeah, shout-outs to like the whole community, the Messenger community, speedrunning, and non-speedrunning, because there's actually an official Discord as well. And all these guys, even though they might not really watch speedruns and such, they support everyone who is speedrunning, and that's really cool. Shout-outs to the devs, dude. Like, I don't know if you guys said that in the commentary, but the devs have been absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, we spoke a lot about them in the second race and got some heart divs in the chat too, which is really nice.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Yeah, it's just like so great, man. I don't know what to say. And of course, I guess shout out to Kuni. GG's to Kuni as well.
Definitely.
He has been a really good friend, and yeah, hopefully we'll race even more in the future.
Yeah, and you guys will meet in person at ESA. It's always nice. So Dream, do you have anything to say? Sorry, I kind of took over the interview there a bit.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just actually messaging Thierry from Sabotage. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. We did try to arrange for him to join us on commentary, but he was having some issues with Wi-Fi, so he wasn't able to join. So yeah, that's unfortunate. It would have been nice. Hopefully, we'll get him on board for some future events. Big shout outs to Bamboo Boys.
Oh
because, yeah, big love. And the developers, fantastic. The community, we've had some difficulty through the tournament. The next one's going to be better. We're not talking about it yet, but the next one's going to be better. It's going to be better organized anyway. We'll make sure of that.
Low percent full game. Let's go.
Oh please.
Yeah, so we're actually being asked in chat what's the next tournament. That is to be announced in the future. It's going to be exciting.
DLC tournament. Let's go.
And
yeah.
I had something else. What did I have? Remind me.
You're the organizer. You should know. Oh, TC.
Oh yeah, I should know a lot of things.
Yeah, I do have to say thank you to Speed Gaming because it's really fun, organizing these races.
Yeah, it's really cool to have all these tournaments going on. This game giving us a chance to show off this new game. Really appreciated. So thanks, guys.
Just bear with me a moment. I'm gonna see. I'm just gonna try something.
Oh, Dream's gonna try to make some magic happen.
No. Never mind. I did try to get someone else in here for a sec, but no, that looks like that's not going to happen. So yeah, thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting the tournament. Thanks to the runners, the devs for being awesome, everyone for watching and supporting the Messenger community. Check out the speedrun.com page, check out the Discord, get involved, and yeah, grab that free copy while it's up.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know why people are still saying good luck to me. I'm not racing, guys.
Yeah, they think we're gonna race.
Yeah, I guess we're racing now. We're taking over the channel. Sorry, Speed Gaming.
Maybe another time.
Little red speedrun race.
Oh, please. Let's not bring this up here.
Alright.
Thank you. See you, TC. Thanks again. GG.
Right. Take care, everyone.